What is going on, guys? It is WrestleGamia here, back with some more wrestling gaming news and rumors. Join us now as we look at some of the biggest stories out there in the wrestling bubble of the gaming world, including speculation that WWE and EA are teaming up, an update on Virtual Basement's indie wrestling game, and Raven reveals why he was on the cover of WCW NWO Revenge. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more wrestling video game content. But let's waste no further time and get straight into our first bit of news, as there's been reports of WWE and EA working together on something. Now, if there wasn't enough wrestling news out there already, the internet appeared to get a fresh batch yesterday when EA Sports put a job posting out looking for an assistant producer of an unnamed title. What made this one interesting for wrestling fans though was that one of the requirements for the job appeared to be the knowledge of WWE, leading some to believe this was evidence of a new partnership between these two huge companies. The required skills listed in total were experience in editing, checking, testing and tuning the team and player data in WWE and in-game on a constant basis, knowledge of bug and WWE feedback management, and WWE or football data editing skills. Now, it's easy to see how fans got excited with some industry websites sharing the news almost immediately, that being Ringside News. Many people were salivating at the fact that EA and WWE could make a wrestling game together, while others were really worried as EA hasn't exactly got the best reputation in the gaming world. Unfortunately, it looks like it's all been a misunderstanding however, as there doesn't appear to be any current partnership in the works. In fact, had the news website done probably about 2 minutes of research, the acronym WWE mentioned in this job listing actually refers to a worldwide editor. This is commonly used industry lingo, but something which could have been easily mistaken by someone on the outside looking in. It will give them the benefit of the doubt here. Now, this would explain why EA are looking for someone with WWE feedback management skills. Sadly, it has nothing to do with WWE themselves. Now, I understand this may be disappointing to some of you, but sit down and think about it for a moment. Is EA really who WWE want to get involved with for their video game division right now? Sure, they would likely get a big money contract with lots of promotion along with it, but if we know one thing about EA is that they like to churn out pretty poor quality updates masquerading as full price titles every year. Yeah, we're looking at you, the FIFA series. As well as this, their track record with big licenses have been less than stellar over the last few years. We all remember Star Wars Battlefront, don't we? So maybe this is for the best after all, and we can just let Visual Concepts continue to focus on getting WWE 2K22 right when the time eventually comes around. Not to mention, we already have a big WWE game coming out this year, WWE 2K Battlegrounds. Next up, new info about Virtual Basement's indie wrestling game. One of the more exciting looking wrestling games on the horizon is Virtual Basement's still somewhat mysterious title, which is currently in development and is set to feature some of the biggest independent wrestling stars out there today. Recent news from the developers suggests that they're looking to have a roster of around 60 characters when all is said and done, with the possibility of more being added via DLC. What's even more exciting is that they aren't limiting themselves to any specific promotion, which leaves the door open for potential inclusion of New Japan talent if they're able to make a deal with the company. So far, wrestlers confirmed to be appearing in the game include O'Shea Edwards, Leo Sangiovanni, Jonathan Gresham, Congo Kong, Caprice Coleman, Falaba, Matt Seidel, Jason Cade, Matt Taven, and Brian Cage. Well, now you can add former WWE Cruiserweight Champion Rich Swann, Killer Kelly, Shaz McKenzie, the Gym Nasty Boys, and the hottest talent on the indies today, Jeff Cobb, all of whom recently sent out tweets confirming their involvement. Based on some of these, this game looks like it's shaping up to be one of the best wrestling titles on the market, and we can't wait to get some proper in-game footage of this one. If we were them, we'd want to get this out before AEW makes any formal announcements about their own game, as we wouldn't want them to steal our thunder. The game is also reported to be coming out for the PlayStation 5, which should be extremely interesting. Are you guys looking forward to this game? Let us know in the comments down below. And finally, a last story, why Raven was chosen to be on a video game cover. Now, when you look back at the wrestlers who have had the illustrious opportunity to be the face of the cover of wrestling games, you have names like The Rock, CM Punk, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, Seth Rollins, Hulk Hogan, Goldberg, Raven?
What?
Yeah, he doesn't quite fit in with these marquee stars. It's not a knock on Raven, as he's one of the most talented wrestlers in the business, but why was he really on the cover of N64's most beloved game, WCW NWO Revenge? Well, somebody asked Raven on Twitter and he actually replied. To answer the burning question, hopefully not in your crotches, of why I was put on the cover of the video game, the guy who created the game told me later that I was his favourite wrestler, so he put me on the cover, and also the Illuminati were recruiting me. But there you have it, we hope that one person wondering finally answered his question. Now we still don't have an answer to why the Mountie was on the cover of Steel Cage Challenge. Did that really push some copies or what? But there you have it guys, the latest wrestling gaming news. Be sure to leave your comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling video game content.